So McKenzy, getting towards the end of the season now, just after race 2 at Donington, and you've got P5 earlier on. It was a good bank of points to start the day.
Yeah, for sure. It was a lot better than yesterday, where we didn't get any points at all. So P5 it's not a bad result, but we want more. We want to be scoring podiums everywhere we go. So not quite happy with the result, but as you said, it's good points, and the championship is getting very close now for P4. So it was really useful to get those points in the bank, and hopefully we can get some more later on.
And what's your goal now for the reverse grid? Just to consolidate P4 and stay ahead of Reese?
I think that's, probably, because P3 is out of the question. We can't really make out that points deficit in this race, so it's just going to be about sort of scoring as much points as possible and making sure that I finish the championship ahead of Reese. But yeah, my goal is to have fun. I want to go out there and enjoy my last race in GB3. Probably, I don't know yet, but just have some fun, enjoy the last race of the year, and just get stuck in, have a good race.
And has GB3 been what you expected this year? Because you were in the championship last year, and do you feel you've developed a lot as the season's gone on with the 2 podiums at Zandvoort?
Yes, we've had some good progression, which is what we wanted. I won't lie, we wanted more from the year. We didn't want to be P4, we wanted to win the championship, or at least be in the top 3. But it's been a good year. Yeah, we've had some really good results. And I think we can really be proud of the work that's been put in, because we were last in the standings after round 1, so we've definitely had to put the work in, and happily we've got some good results, but not quite enough for my liking. I came into the year wanting more, so happy but not satisfied.
And you had the issues back at Donington Park, and to mathematically take the championship down to the final round, does that make it even more satisfying that to see the progress you've made over the year?
I think so, yeah. We've definitely grown as a team, and me as an individual as well. We've definitely found some form the last couple of races, so it's good to see the progression towards the end of the year. You don't really want to start high and end up low. It's much better to have it this way, because people care about the end of the year, thankfully. So I just wish that we could have had the form that we have the last couple of races at the start of the year, because then I think we definitely would have been in the championship hunt. It is what it is. I've learned some good lessons this year that I can take forward into my career, so yes, it's been a good year.
And when you were racing in British F4 a couple of years ago, you were in the championship battle then, did that experience help you this year with the being on the fringe of the title fight? Yeah,
it always does. We weren't quite as much in the fight as we were in F4, because there was just so many points we had to make up. But it's the pressure really mounts at the end of the year. Like the last round, I guarantee the top 3 in the championship are feeling the pressure at the moment. So it's good to have that experience under my belt with fighting at the front. But it's new doing it in a new championship. So it was just kind of learning as I go in a way.
And how do you deal with that pressure, particularly as as you get closer towards the end of the year?
You just try and sort of focus on what you need to do. There's a lot of noise going around at the end of the year, especially, so you just have to make sure that you focus on your job and just execute to the best of your ability, which is what I've been trying to sort of follow as much as possible throughout the last couple of races. Just make sure I'm doing my job well, and hopefully everything else will fall into place.
And what's this car been like to drive over the past couple of years? Did you find it easy to adjust to coming from F4?
The car's really good. I think it's probably the best car out there at this level. It's a really good car. It's light. It's got downforce. It's not quite as powerful as it should be, but it's I think a good logical step from F4. I found it pretty easy to jump in this and get on the pace quickly. I think it's definitely been a good thing to do for my career, do these 2 years, because I've learned so much. So it's been a good championship for sure.
And how much does sim work help you outside of the race meetings and getting your eye in before the event? Is it something you do often?
It does help. Some drivers like to do it differently, or everyone has sort of a different way of doing it. But for me, I just like to kind of know that when I rock up at the circuit, I know exactly what I need to do, and that's what the sim is useful for. It's never exactly realistic to the car, but you can just make sure that all your lines are down to a T, making sure that you know where your braking points are, you know sort of what you need to be doing when you show up at the circuit. But obviously we get quite a lot of testing, so most of the learning is done at the test days, not on the sim, but for sure it helps.
And what are you expecting from the reverse grid later on?
Chaos, probably. There's going to be a lot of people that want to settle some scores out on track, so yeah, it's going to be a race of attrition for sure. But I'm just going to hope to keep my nose clean, make up some places, and yeah, just run out the season on a high, hopefully.
And where are you at with plans for next year? Because is this your second year in GB3? Are you looking to stay in the championship? You also did some testing in America last year as well.
Truthfully, I don't know. We need to find the budget first and foremost, because we haven't got the budget for a full season at the moment. So that's what the next couple of weeks we'll be trying to do. I want to do F3. That's what everyone in this paddock wants to be in next year. But yeah, there's so few seats and it costs so much money. So it's a long shot, but it's not completely out of the question. But yeah, I don't know what I'll be doing. I'm going to keep my phone on me, make sure that if someone calls, I'll be ready. So yeah, I'm just going to hopefully see where the next couple of weeks take me and go from there.
Do you have a preference? You know, do you want to stay in Europe, or is oval racing and the road to Indy something that interests you?
Absolutely, it interests me. Again, I don't know what's going to happen. If I get a good offer to go race in America, then that's something I'll consider. But I just need to see what's on the table at the moment, because that's ultimately where it falls down to. You need to get the offer, and yes, these next couple of weeks will be really important for what happens next year. But yeah, we'll see. Exciting times.
Thanks so much. Great to see you again.